Hi, welcome back, metalheads, to Essentials of Rock and Metal History. Today, we're diving deep into the massive 5-decade legacy of the industrial metal architects, Ministry. Before the chainsaws and political firestorms, Ministry was a label-manufactured synth-pop act. Al Jourgensen initially performed with a fake British accent and heavy eyeliner, a period he'd later describe as a nightmare. Their debut, with Sympathy, reached the Billboard 200, but Jourgensen loathed it, claiming executives held a gun to his head to go commercial. He famously spent years trying to erase this era from history. Decades later, Al finally made peace with his past, re-recording early tracks like Effigy and Revenge, with a modern metal edge for the 2024 collection, The Squirrely Years Revisited. Everything changed when he broke with Arista and returned to Chicago's independent Wax Trax Records. This was the hub of the underground and the home of true industrial experimentation. The 1986 album Twitch served as a bridge, co-produced by Adrian Sherwood. It stripped away pop melodies for colder electronic soundscapes and heavy mechanical percussion. The arrival of bassist and programmer Paul Barker was the ultimate catalyst. Together, under production pseudonyms like Hypo Luxa and Hermes Pan, they redefined industrial music forever. 1988's The Land of Rape and Honey was the birth of industrial metal as we know it, introducing distorted guitars and abrasive samples that became the genre's DNA. The track Stigmata became a definitive anthem of the underground, proving that machines and metal could coexist in a violent, beautiful harmony. It was a sonic turning point. For the Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste tour, the band performed behind a literal chain-link fence to intimidate the audience and protect themselves from the ensuing chaos. Tracks like Thieves and Burning Inside doubled down on aggression, solidifying their reputation for uncompromising live intensity and sheer sonic warfare. In 1992, Ministry reached their commercial high watermark with the platinum-certified Psalm 69. It was a relentless assault that dominated MTV and alternative radio. Jesus Built My Hot Rod was a chaotic collaboration with Gibby Haynes, who was so intoxicated that his nonsensical lyrics had to be pieced together through meticulous editing. The Grammy-nominated NWO sampled George H.W. Bush's New World Order speech, cementing Ministry as a vehicle for extreme political vitriol. Just One Fix featured author William S. Burroughs and acted as a grim soundtrack to the heroin addiction that gripped the band during their classic era. Dark. 1996 brought Filth Pig, a divisive shift towards slower, sludge-infused metal. Jourgensen described it as an electronic-free record full of pain and self-loathing. Recorded in Austin amidst deep depression and technical failures, Filth Pig alienated fans who expected the speed of Psalm 69, but it stands as their most honest work. The technical backbone of this era was guitarist Mike Scaccia. Recruited from Rigor Mortis, his terrifyingly fast speed metal roots transformed Ministry's sound. Known for a technique so rapid it was described as a blur of fingers, Mike brought a country and blues influence to Ministry's darkest, most experimental periods. Tragedy struck in 2012 when Mike Scaccia died on stage during a performance. His final recordings on From Beer to Eternity stand as a powerful tribute to his skill. Grim. Side projects were essential. Lard paired Al with Dead Kennedy's Jello Biafra for acerbic punk rants delivered with Ministry's signature mechanical weight. Then there was the Revolting Cox, a creative safety valve for industrial disco and functional debauchery, born from a legendary Chicago bar brawl. Even their minor projects like 1000 Homo DJs left a mark, famously featuring a Black Sabbath cover that originally had vocals by Trent Reznor. After a brief retirement, Ministry returned with Relapse in 2012. It was a fast-paced thrash record that proved Al still had plenty of political fury left to unleash. In the 2000s, Jourgensen had revitalized the band with the Bush Trilogy, a thrash-fueled assault targeting the administration with unrelenting speed and political fire. 2018's America Kikant returned to the sludge grooves of Filth Pig, serving as a concept piece on the modern political climate and the rise of the alt-right. Ministry has remained essential political agitators with albums like Moral Hygiene and 2024's Hopium for the Masses, continuing to challenge the system with every beat. Now, Al Jourgensen has announced that the end is near. He's reuniting with Paul Barker for one final studio album in 2026 to put a bow on this incredible legacy. For over 40 years, the fans have been the engine behind this mechanical beast. Your loyalty has kept the machine running through every chaotic mutation. Thank you. Share your favorite Ministry tracks or albums in the comments, subscribe for more metal history, and suggest the next essential band we should cover. Thanks for watching.